Hello and welcome to Demon Interviews episode 189. I am too tired. I'm Springy, and joining us today is our very special guest.
Mooneray. Hi guys.
Woo! So thank you so much for being here today. We highly appreciate you taking the time out of your very busy schedule to pop on here and let us talk to you for a little bit.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Uh, so one of the first questions I have is how are you doing today?
Oh, I am doing just dandy.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, if people are just now figuring out who you are in fact an artist on the interwebs.
Yes.
Um, how long have you been making art for, either for content or just in general?
Well, I originally started just like drawing and doodling back when I was in middle school, so like 10, 11 years ago, and I started doing commissions a little over a year ago. So that's when I guess I started having more confidence in my art.
Awesome. Oh, and just so you know, I just say awesome and amazing. I mean it every single time. Those are just the only two words I know, even when I am
That's
awake.
good.
Um, so something that uh, let's see if I can reword this. Something that I found very interesting when comparing some of your commissions to other people's is that you don't make them digitally, correct? You make them
Yeah.
on a canvas or on a piece of paper or in front of you, and then you mail it to them. Would you
Yes.
mind kind of going into, let's see if I can word this correctly. The process people can either ask you for a commission or why you have chosen to do it in this way instead of the at least in my experience, the more uh, unified way of doing it
It's
digitally.
almost it's a little quicker and a little bit more simple in order to send like a digital copy to people than
Mm-hmm.
physically mailing things. So basically, to get a commission from me, you can either DM me through my Discord or on Instagram or even through TikTok if you want to. Just DM me and you just let me know what you want. People often ask for like a picture for the profile picture of theirs or a fursuit con badge. I do those. People also ask for just flat pieces of art that they can hang on their wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I do mostly traditional art, first off, because I've already invested a lot of money into my markers and art supplies and material. And I just keep spending more money on that so that I can have more colors and more like paint and different things I can do for people because people like different kinds of traditional art bases, depending on their stylistic choices. And I've just kind of stuck with it because I'm just keep learning new ways to do it,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't really thought about going digital until recently because I want to be able to like put my stuff digitally and be able to make like enamel pins and buttons and stickers and things like that. But that's probably the only time I'm going to do digital stuff. Other than that, I'm just going to stick to traditional because it's not very common nowadays.
Yeah, and obviously that does attract people's interests because that's obviously. Um,
Yeah.
um, so, is there a place you mainly post your artworks onto?
I mainly post on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
That's my main account, but I also post on Instagram. I put some things only on Instagram and some things only on TikTok. It's just kind of why I tell people, "Hey, you should just follow me on both. That way you can get like the exclusive stuff on both."
Mm-hmm.
So,
Awesome. Excuse me. Oh my god. Let's see if I can word these correctly with my brain. Um, huh. Which do you prefer in making? Fan arts for different medias or original characters?
I have a really hard time making OCs or original characters because they mean so much to me. I only have like three, so I prefer doing like fan art or other people's characters.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome.
it takes me a long time to make an OC.
I can definitely understand that. Um, what are some of your goals as an artist?
Um, well, some of my goals is goal number one, I want to be able to set up an Etsy shop, sell pins and stickers, and then can like I love doing commissions, but I eventually just want to be an Etsy shop where people can just buy my products
Mm-hmm.
and do less commissions. I want to my like biggest role model is Rainy Loon.
Mm-hmm.
And she's on Instagram and TikTok and stuff, and I want to be like her. Like I want to have my own small business based on my art.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
mhm.
Um. Sorry. Um. It. Woo. Um. What was one of your biggest projects you've done so far?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I've done lots of projects.
Mm.
Hmm, my biggest project. Um, Probably setting up my Discord server. That's been a continual project. It really never stops. Uh there was a lot of planning that went into it. It's taken many hours of my time and many hours of my moderator's time
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure out who all we should let in and um people that we shouldn't have let in and that's been a lot in trying to make sure that people feel comfortable and in a safe and creative environment. And being able to, I also post exclusive stuff there. So being able to set up art contests and ship out prizes for those contests on my Discord server has been a challenge, but it's been really fun. So,
Yeah, I can definitely understand the Discord server
yeah.
craziness. Um. Excuse me. Woo. It seems like all the burping is happening now, because of course. Um.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Discord servers. Woof. Um. I've been in good ones, been in bad ones. Run some good ones. Run some into the ground. Um. Oh god. Okay, so the next question is coming from a past guest, a Mr. Zoom underscore 2028. Bacon question mark.
Yes. Exclamation point.
Mm, perfect, perfect. The next question, same past guest. It's a longer and more complicated question. Peanut butter question mark.
Yes. More. Give me more.
Awesome, awesome. Well, now the next one is kind of just combining the two, literally. Bacon and peanut butter in one dish. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I've never tried it, but I'd like to try it.
It's I've tried it. It's not that bad.
Oh, okay. Well, I am always willing to try something at least once.
Yeah, it just mainly tasted like whichever you put there was more of.
Yeah.
Because I had like a piece of bacon and then put like a little bit of peanut butter on it. That's the way I had
Hmm.
it in the first place. Um, because we asked that question so many times, I had to record myself eating it and my reactions to that.
Of course.
Because you know, if you ask the question almost 800 times, then you have to, put your money where your mouth is, literally and
Right.
figuratively. You already answered that one. What is one of the hardest things about making one of your artworks, in your opinion?
Um, the hardest thing is getting the sketch just right and
Mm-hmm.
being confident enough to start putting down that line art or putting down that first bit of color.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I want to make sure that it's perfect. I want to make sure that the client really, really likes it before I do anything else. And sometimes the client will really, really, really like something and I hate it and I have to just be like, okay, they like it. I have to keep going with this. So definitely making sure that both sides of the party are happy when I'm doing my art because it's supposed to be in my style
Mm-hmm.
and I have a specific style where I do specific things and I just want to make sure everything's perfect.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Um, so, excuse me. Oh my god. Ugh. Um, so we've talked about how you take commissions from other people. Do you ever commission other people yourself?
Oh yeah, of course. I usually look for businesses that are a little smaller than me, like kids that are just starting out, or even adults that are just barely starting and haven't gotten a following or anything. I usually reach out to them if just trying to support small time artists.
Awesome. And yeah, sometimes those are like the best types of people to get commissions from because you never know, um, just from pricing in general, how something's gonna turn out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've known people who've spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on these like big, well-known artists and stuff like that, but objectively, objectively, um, you can sometimes get stuff equal or better in some cases for less, just supporting different people.
Exactly, for sure.
Hmm.
There's a lot of underrated artists out there.
There really is. There really is. 100%. I agree with you there. I know. One of my friends is actually doing commissions. Because shocking, I know. Because we're on the topic of it. Crazy. Um, and that's like how he supports himself. And he is not on a good string of good luck recently. And I've been trying to help him as much as I can, as well, because he does amazing work. I just, we don't want you to go down because of crazy nonsense. That type of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. I realize that there's a question on here that I don't need to say, so I can just whoop. There we go. That's one less. Go us. Um, where was I? Um, did that one? Did that one? Try to make sure I don't say two questions in a row. Uh, so now I'm gonna say the stereotypical YouTube thing of don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon. If you have any questions for our lovely guest here, put them in the comment section below. And if you want to follow our lovely guest on all social media platforms, or as of when the video comes out, if they're still taking commissions, um, ways
Mm-hmm.
to contact them. 2/3 of them, because I don't know how comfortable they are with me putting their Discord name on a public YouTube video description. So I'm going to just do the Instagram and TikTok ones. Uh,
Amazing.
so yeah, you can find them there and message them if you want something done. I know when I get paid, I'm planning on getting something done if commissions are still open, because she is very good at what she does, in my
No, thank you.
personal opinion on that. Um, and you're very welcome. But back to the questions on my list right here. So on the interwebs, and how you introduce yourself. You go by words. You go by some words, and I'm curious about what words. No, I'm curious on why you chose Mooneray as your name on the interwebs.
Um, so Mooneray is the name of my very first OC I ever made. She's actually um like my profile picture right now. That's who she is. I made her back when I very first started doodling, when I very first started doing art in the first place. And she's just kind of like she reminds me of like where I started and where I am now, and I want to make sure that everybody knows when they look at me or they see my stuff that um they can understand that she is a symbol of progression,
Yeah.
and hard work equals payout and payoff, because I get a lot of comments in my videos saying like, dang, I wish I could draw as good as you, like I'll never be that good. And that's
Mm-hmm.
not what I'm going for. I'm trying to have my character symbolize growth, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone can grow. So
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Well, that's awesome, and oh my god, sentences flying out the ears, um, flying out the wrong places. And I've definitely also observed you like, promoting that exact thing, like on the live where I first saw you, and like telling people that if you have an idea, go ahead, draw while we're talking. That's fine. Go on, just
Mm-hmm.
like letting people be inspired by you and not just be like, watch me.
Yeah.
Just
That's
full head
definitely
spin.
not the point of my art in any way. It's not admire me, love me.
Choose
The
me.
point is to inspire other people to be their own kind of person and to express themselves through their own kind of art.
Hmm. Awesome.
So,
Then, ooh, wow, my brain. Okay. What is one of your favorite fandoms to make artworks for?
oh, that's a good question. In all honesty, I love Undertale. It's
Hmm.
like I fangirl so hard. I love doing art of like Sans the skeleton. It's so much fun. I'm terrible at it, but I love it so much. Um, and I mostly like looking at other people's art because I'm not great at that kind of art.
Hmm.
But um, yeah, that's probably my favorite fandom to like do art for and look at art of.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. 100%. Very very good media to draw.
Hmm.
I don't even know where that sentence was going. It was going a place, and um. So the next question is coming from another past guest, a Harley F. Quinn. What are those?
My paws. I don't know.
Yay! I die a little bit inside each time I say it. Mm, man. Well then. Already talked about that. If you're comfortable telling us as the universal internet, on average, how much do you make during selling artworks, commissions, so on and so forth?
um, that's really hard, especially as a not super well known artist.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like, um, like I'd say monthly, I probably earn around $150 because commissions have been really slow lately.
Mm-hmm.
There's some months where I get a big flood of commissions and I'm actually able to pay rent with it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And then other months it's like I get 2 commissions and I'm like, oh, well, I guess my luck just was running out. So,
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I mean, ups and downs and everything.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Um, so the last question on my list here, and then shockingly, there's more. This is also coming from a past guest, a Shen Carruthers. Excuse me. You're going to be the star of a movie. That's not the question here. But who would you want your co-star to be? It could be a friend or an actor or whoever. Um, and what genre of movie would it be?
Ooh, um, that's a good question. Um, I'd probably have my co-star be my best friend, NXT Finity. She's on Instagram. Um, and it would definitely be fantasy. Most definitely.
Awesome. Well, now we're on to the final four questions. Um, First of all, do you have any questions for me as an individual or about the show in general?
Um, not really.
Perfect, perfect. Well, um, so next up is going to be, do you have any suggestions for people to be on the show in the future?
uh, like general
Yeah,
suggestions
yeah,
or
for whoever you want to see on the show in the future. It could be a friend, it can be some famous folk. You can say Ryan Reynolds. It might not happen, but I mean, you can say it.
um I think a really cool person to interview would probably be Lark Xerxes or even Kazuzu the Duchy. Those
Ooh,
are two really cool people. So, yeah.
awesome. Well, next question is, um, would you ever like to come back to the show in the future, in any capacity that we have?
Yeah, sure. I think it would be cool to see like you guys or if you would ever if anyone would ever be interested in seeing like where I am a year or two from now.
Awesome. Well, last question before we end the recording is: do you have any questions for a future guest?
Mm, let's see. Um can you say 3 nice things about yourself?
Oh, that's a really nice one. Really, really awesome and nice one. Uh, well then. Um, and with that, we are done. So I wanted to say thank you so much for being here, taking the time out of your very busy schedule to be here with us today. And yeah,
Well, thanks for listening to me jabber.
it's fine. I always enjoy listening to people's stories of how they started, how they are now, how they're doing, all that fun stuff. Um, is there anything you want to promote other than social medias in general that you that because it's coming out in early August, so keep that in mind. Is there anything that you want to promote or say that's going on in general?
I would just promote you.
Oh
Everyone
yeah,
follow and subscribe because he's so cool.
lies. But with that, I wanted to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to follow Lovely S on all the social media platforms. There'll be a way to get to all of them in the description below. And yeah, I hope you all have a nice rest of your day, and at least I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.